Your head gets bigger when I scroll.
You got fire burning right there in your eyes. So when you got
What's going on, guys? Kelvin here and welcome to 320 Tech. WatchOS 8 released two brand new watch faces for the Series 6 and below. These watch faces include world time and portraits. If you haven't already seen, I made a video last week highlighting all the major features of the world time watch face alongside how to read the time, change between analog and digital, and understanding different time zones all around the world. So if you haven't already seen that video, watch it first. And before we move on, if you guys enjoy this kind of video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to help support my channel. I make weekly videos on Apple Watch and it's totally free for you guys. Anyways, back to the video. One of the most well-known features from an iPhone camera is portrait mode. If you aren't already aware, portrait mode was first introduced on the iPhone 7 Plus in 2016, and it's basically a feature that utilizes both the wide angle and telephoto camera to produce a photo with depth. The way that this depth is achieved is by creating a bokeh effect by blurring the background whilst keeping the main subject in focus. By doing this, you're left with some truly outstanding portraits that was once only achievable by hiring a professional photographer. And guess what? Now you can do it too. But enough about the iPhone. WatchOS 8 allows you to bring those immersive photos that you just took with your iPhone and use it for your Apple Watch. But not all photos work with the portrait mode watch face, and you'd be surprised at how difficult it is to get a nice photo. So in today's video, I want to show you guys how to get the perfect portrait watch face for your Apple Watch. Now before we begin, portrait mode only works on the iPhone 7 and above. So if you have an older iPhone, this will not work for you. Also, the portrait watch face only works on the Series 4 and newer. So if you have a Series 3 or below, you won't be able to get this watch face. Makes sense? Alright, let's go. So the very first thing that you want to do is open up the stock camera app. Other third-party apps are able to produce portrait-like photos, but those photos won't be compatible with the portrait watch face. Once the stock camera app is open, swipe left to enter portrait mode. Now it's worth noting that there are a bunch of filters located within portrait mode, and yes, they are all compatible with the portrait watch face. My personal favorite is using the stock natural light filter, but you can use whatever filter that you want. Once you've chosen your filter, point your iPhone in the direction of your main subject. If you look at the very top of the screen, it will tell you to move further away. This is because the cameras need to analyze the environment and distinguish between the foreground and the background in order to create that depth of field bokeh look. Once you've moved back far enough, the move further away text will disappear, indicating to you that it's ready to take a photo. Now here's the important part. If you want to get the best portrait watch face for your Apple Watch, where the main subject is covering part of the time, creating this really cool bokeh and depth effect, then you want to take this portrait photo with the main subject on the bottom half and the background on the top half. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Most portrait photos are taken with the main subject in the center of the screen. And you know what? You're right. Let me show you guys what happens when you have a centered portrait photo. As you can see here, the time is being obscured no matter how much I zoom in or out. It doesn't matter how much I move the photo around, it will not let me set the time. It is worth noting that centered portrait photos are compatible with top front and bottom front, but you won't be able to hide the time behind the subject. If you're okay with that, these centered portraits work perfectly fine. But in my opinion, every single portrait watch face should use top behind. It looks so much better and it creates a much more aesthetic depth of view. Let me show you guys how it looks. By using a portrait photo with half person and half background, I'm able to freely customize my time and my subject, and better yet, I'm even able to hide my time behind my subject. I personally think this looks so much better, and it also helps bring the time into the photo. As you guys can see, getting the perfect portrait watch face is not as simple as it looks. In case you guys guys forgot, if you want the best top behind portrait watch face, have the main subject on the bottom half and the background on the top half. If you follow this rule, you'll be able to have the best portrait watch face for your Apple Watch. And in case you guys forgot, you're also able to rotate the digital crown in order to enlarge the main subject. This creates this really cool depth effect that no other watch face can replicate. And that's it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys want to see some more Apple Watch videos in the future. Anyways, thanks again for watching and I'll see you guys next time.